So the person who invited you here tonight invited you for a reason. So there's no accident that you're here. There's no accident that you found your way onto this call, and that you have set aside some time tonight just to listen to my story and what this team is all about and what I have to say, just about what Beachbody coaching is in general. Maybe you've been in a challenge group. Maybe you've had some really great results. Maybe somebody, the person that invited you sees you as a great encourager or a great motivator. Whatever the case may be, there's a reason. So they see something in you that that they feel like you would be a great coach. So we're glad that you're here. Okay. And I do have some notes tonight, so I just want to make sure I don't forget anything. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. I just wanted to make sure I was prepared for y'all tonight. I want to introduce you to some amazing ladies. And so there I am on the left, but then there's Lauren right there in the silver dress, and Kelly in the pink, and Whitney in the blue. If you know me, you know that I kind of represent Team Fit Revival. But there are actually 3 other partners in crime here, and these are these ladies. And these ladies have been brought into my life. We did not know each other until Beachbody. And so it's been crazy the way that God has put us together, but we definitely strengthen each other, we sharpen each other, and so we combine together to form a larger team called The Legacy. And so we collaborate on resources, on training, and we just help each other out. And it's a really great partnership. And these are ladies that I love with all my heart that are soul sisters. So I just, no matter who invited you tonight, it was probably somebody from one of these ladies' teams. So on behalf of all of us, I just want to say that we're glad that you're here, and wanted to kind of explain to you how it all works together. So I want to tell you a little bit about my story, in maybe a little bit greater detail than what you have heard before. So I'm going to move these papers right along here. I am a teacher by trade. So all my life I thought I was going to be a teacher. And I even went to school and got my master's degree to be a principal. I was one of those very career-oriented teachers. I thought that was what I was always going to do. I loved teaching. I loved being in the classroom. It was going to work well with, having a family and all of that. And then my first child came along, and something changed in my heart. And I knew that I wanted to stay at home. I just wanted to stay home. I wanted to be a wife and a mom, and I wanted to do that and do that well. So I did that. After my first child was born, I stayed home, and admittedly, I had some identity problems, I think. I wasn't used to not having my checklist every day. I just wasn't used to kind of going and the blowing that is involved with working, outside the home full time. So I quit my job at that point and just stayed home for about 3 years. And things were going pretty good. And we had a second child. We had Luke, and he just turned 3 this week. But from that point forward, things started to shift. And our family went through a very difficult time. It was a very stressful season for us for a lot of reasons. So that was 2010. Things were rocky with marriage, with finances, with my dad's health. We almost lost my dad. He was, he was in the hospital for a long time, and we weren't sure he was going to make it. So it was a very difficult time. And February of 2011, I found myself in this place where I was just not healthy. I was not taking care of myself. I didn't feel good. I didn't have energy to keep up with my kids. And at my appointment with my doctor, just my well check, he looked right at me and he said, "Amber, why are you not eating?" So I wasn't eating for any other reason other than it was a stress thing. It was a response to stress, and he was concerned that I was underweight. And so at that point, that was my light bulb moment. I was like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? I know how to take care of myself, but I'm not doing it. And I knew that that was my enough is enough moment. I know that some people have a big, weight loss transformation. So my physical transformation with all of this has very much to do with almost the reverse of that. So that's where I was. I was spiritually and emotionally just kind of in an empty place. And so I came home at that point, and I was praying, and I prayed and I prayed, and I wanted God to just fix everything. I wanted him to just fix these problems and fix where I was at, and just kind of get me out of this pit somehow. But what I felt like he was telling me was that I needed to work on me. I needed to work on myself. I needed to do the things that made me feel alive and well and healthy and strong. And so what that was Beachbody. And I knew a neighbor up the street, and all I knew was she sold P90X. And I had actually kind of like stalked her on Facebook and was trying to figure out exactly what it was that she did. I wasn't really sure. So I had done all this research, and I wasn't going to approach her. But her dog, Frosty, ended up in my yard. And so I think I had like the divine appointment moment with her dog, but it sparked a conversation between her and I. And so she recommended that I start a program called Chilling Extreme and get on Shakeology. Admittedly, I was skeptical about Shakeology because, I was skeptical. It was a bag of shake, and I was like, what is this? Why do I need this? And so, but I agreed to try it because I knew that I needed something healthy, and I knew that it would help me, if I was going to skip a meal, that would at least be some good nutrition that I could get in my body. So I did that. I did both of those things for about 6 weeks. And then at that point, I was having some really great results. People were commenting that my shoulders looked great. People were commenting that I just looked like I was feeling better. I knew for myself that I had more energy. I knew for myself that I felt good. I felt good inside and out. And I knew that what the Lord had spoke to me, that I needed to be taking better care of myself, was true. And he told me that if I did that he would take care of the rest. And so I'm here to tell you that he has done that. And so that's how my story began with Beachbody. That's how I got involved with the program. That's how I got involved with Shakeology. And it's all of those things have been life-changing for me. And so, from that point on, that was 2011. I told you that financially things had changed for us. We had walked away from a business, and we were starting over. So with that in mind, I went back to work in August of 2011. And it was one of the hardest things that I have ever had to do. Because at that point I was very at home with being at home, and I loved being home with my children. And so the last thing I wanted to do was to go back to work. So at that point, I feel like my business, it became something different. I had just dabbled until that point. And when I had to go back to work, I decided that, sometimes you don't like where you're at, and so you have to make changes, and faith requires action, and so that's what I did. So starting in about November of 2011, granted I was back to work full time at that point. So I would come home, take care of the kids, and then they would go to bed, and I would work on my business. I would invite people to my challenge groups. We would work out together in these challenge groups. And I was just very consistent, doing this very part-time for a year. And then, honestly, this call tonight is very full circle for me in a lot of different ways. I'm going to turn my phone up here real quick. This this call is full circle because last year at this time, in July of 2012, I made the phone call to my principal and was not coming back. I was making about $1,700 a month at that point and just could not justify, the child care time spent away from my family. So that was from November of 2011 to July of 2012. That's where I was at. And so, like I said, I just worked really hard and really consistently, and I was really determined just to get back home with my kids. It was stressful. 2011, 2012 was hard. But I can tell you that being able to quit my job last year in July, and being able to do this kind of full time. I mean, really, my full job is still mom and wife, and I still do Beachbody part time. Although I'm able to devote more time to it since I am at home all day. But so here we are. The Lord has blessed my business, and He's given me experiences and opportunities and relationships. I am better physically. I am healthier. I am strong. Emotionally, just with the relationships that I've formed, some soul sisters that that I just do life with every single day. So I'm very thankful for this opportunity, and so that is, kind of a blip on the radar of my story. I feel like I breezed through that a little bit, but I just want to tell you that you're never too old to dream crazy dreams, because crazy dreams do happen, and they do come true. So with that, we're going to go to the next slide. And actually here, just with these pictures, that was my classroom packing up last July. And then, this is classroom to playroom. So this is where I work out every day, and my kids are usually wandering all over the place while I'm doing that. So this is just kind of a funny picture. This was a leadership event in Dana Point, California last summer, where I got to work out with Shalene Johnson and meet her and get my picture taken with her. If you've ever done one of her programs, she's amazing. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. So why coach? And I've touched on that a lot with just me telling you my story. But the reason I coach, obviously, it has a lot to do with my family. It gives me time with my boys. It gives me time with my husband. It gives me time with my family, so our relationships are better and they're stronger. Transformation begins on the inside. That's what I tell people day in and day out. That's where it started for me. And so it gives me, instead of having to get up and go to work every day, I actually get up and spend time reading in my quiet time. So those are all things that I would not get to do if I was still working full time. And coaching, honestly, guys, it changes lives. It's not just changing my life, it's changing other people's lives. I am on a mission now to equip other women, mainly. That's my niche, and that's a lot of who I talk to. But just equipping women in general to feel stronger and more confident from the inside out, because there's been a change in me. And just like that song I was playing at the beginning talked about, it starts with you and it starts with me, and then from there it can spread. And it can spread like wildfire if you're willing to pay it forward and be that voice and be that hope. I've heard at one point that the person with the most hope has the most influence. So that's what I see coaching as, and that's why we coach. And beyond all of that, of course, there is the financial aspect of it. I'm making now, I told you what I was making last year at this time, I make that in 1 week now. So you can see, if just the consistency over time. If your heart is in it to help people and to equip them and to add value to their life, the other parts of it just tend to fall into place. So moving on, just a little bit of background here. Beachbody was founded in 1998 by Carl Daikeler and John Congdon. I will tell you these are two guys who live the story. Our core purpose is to help people achieve their goals and enjoy healthy, fulfilling lives. If you've ever heard Carl Deichler speak, he is dynamic and amazing. So, like I said, it's an amazing company to be a part of. Most don't know the word Beachbody, but they do know P90X, and they do know Insanity and TurboFire and all of these other programs that you see. And actually, these are just a snippet of the ones that we actually have available now. But Beachbody, you've probably seen if you've been up late at night. We are the creator of 8 #1 infomercials. So many of these workouts, many of these trainers are household names. And so this next slide is about the trainers here. But almost everybody's heard of Tony Horton or Shaun T. And I think that held true with the launch of T25, Shaun T's new program that's minutes a day, 5 days a week, and it's amazing. And it was just flying off the shelves. And that's because people know that Shaun T and Insanity and anything he does speaks for itself. So it's really nice when you're speaking to somebody about helping them with their fitness. They already know, there's already some product recognition there, and the name speaks for itself, and the credibility is already there. Beyond the fitness, we have the nutrition. You've heard me talk about Shakeology. Shakeology is much more than just a meal replacement shake. I quickly found that out. It is a whole foods meal replacement shake. It is the healthiest, most nutrient-dense thing that you can put in your body. It's the healthiest thing I know that I put in my body, and I eat pretty clean at this point. I didn't eat all that clean when I started this journey, but I do hold Shakeology responsible for helping me clean things up in that regard. There's the reset, which is an all-natural 21-day reset with some supplements, and then it teaches you how to do recipes and a meal plan. We've had a lot of coaches and challengers on our team that have had some amazing results there. Down at the bottom left is some of the nutrition along with the Body Beast program, mainly for bulking. And then there's a vast array of other things. I would suggest that you go to the website and just check it out, because we're a lot more than just P90X and Shakeology. There is a lot more under that Beachbody umbrella for you to check out. So definitely do that. There's the result recovery, there is energy and endurance, gives you a little extra pep in your step before your workout. So a lot of different things, maybe other than what you've actually heard of. So I want to introduce you to Courtney. I'm going to share with you, I've shared with you my story. I've shared with you, you've met Lauren and Kelly and Whitney, but I want you to meet some other people on our team. And, these are not stories that I have read about. These are stories that I have watched happen in front of my eyes. Courtney is a coach on our team. She became a coach last year. And I'm looking up right here because she sent me a few things that I wanted to make sure I shared with you today. She became a coach last year at this time. So it was in July, I believe. And she started with butt lift, and I know she's done fire since then. I know she's done Insanity. I know that she's done Pump and Combat. I know is one of her favorite programs. And I know that she's doing T25 right now. Miss Courtney has lost over 100 pounds. And she has done that with Beachbody programs. She has done that with Shakeology. And she is proof that the product works. Courtney, has, I'm going to read this right here. She says that the confidence I've gained from being a Beachbody coach is where the change really started with me. I'd lost and gained weight 100 times and never felt good. I wake up feeling good every day, good about my decision to put my family and my health first. She is close to being a diamond coach, very, very close, like any day now. And she's doing a great job with her business. She's definitely a leader on our team, and we are just thrilled that she's with us. So she is a testament, and we love you very much, Courtney. Next person here is Katie, Miss Katie. She, you can see her progression here. So this picture kind of in the middle of her in 2012, November of 2012, she lost 40 pounds with Insanity. And then at the very moment right now, she is actually pregnant. So you can see on the right that she is getting her combat on, even with her cute little belly. So, and she did say too that she weighs less now than she did at her starting weight, which you see over there on the far left. So, Katie, we're super proud of you. Katie is also a diamond, I think maybe even a 1-star diamond if I'm correct, on this team. So we're super proud of you, girl, and again, just proof that the product works. Mandy. So this is Miss Mandy, and she started coaching in October. Her her story is on a lot of fronts, but she is actually a 2-star qualifying diamond right now. She has lost over 40 pounds with a variety of programs. She started with TurboFire, but she I just don't even know where to start. But she's been a total blessing to me and to our team. It says her income from Beachbody has matched or is more than what she makes in her full-time job. So Mandy has 3 kids. She works a full-time job, and she's able to successfully grow a Beachbody business where her little $100 checks a week are now $1,000 checks a week. And, you know, that's nothing to sneeze at. That's a big deal. She was able to pay their mortgage and car payments recently with 1 check for a week of work, and this is all straight from her mouth. You know, we have a Success Club trip every March, and so that's going to be a cruise this year, and she's already qualified to go on that, and it's already paid for. She leads her own team now with passion and purpose, and I'm proud of her. I'm so proud of her because she has accomplished much in a short amount of time, and she's a testament that anybody can do it. Whatever you put your mind to do, you can do it. And this is Lindsay. You can see her progression. She says, I've created a healthy lifestyle for myself that allows me to be the best me. While it is more important what's on the inside versus the outside, I know firsthand that if you don't like what you see in the mirror, you're not going to be happy. One day when I start a family, I want to pass along that I have learned for my children to be an example for them. And you can see what an amazing transformation Lindsay has had from the left to the right there. So we are super proud of these girls, and honestly, this is just like 4 case studies, I guess you could say, of people on our teams. There are so many more that I could put up here, but we just don't have time. So I want to talk to you for a second about what does a Beachbody coach do. So you've heard the stories, you've heard about the programs, you've heard about the nutrition, but what exactly do you do when you sign up to be a Beachbody coach? Well, you share the programs and products that you're using to promote a healthy lifestyle and changes in others, and you pay it forward. So, you know, honestly, using the products establishes credibility and honesty on your part. When you're suggesting, you know, somebody drink Shakeology for the nutritional benefits, you know, you kind of have to be doing it yourself. So, you know, part of being a Beachbody coach are doing those programs and are using the products and using that to pay it forward to other people. The other thing a Beachbody coach does is they use their own journey with exercise and nutrition to inspire and invite others to a challenge group. You know, and at the very basis of what we do, coaches are intentional about building relationships with others. And that's what this is about. Is about talking to other people and sharing with other people what you're doing, what's working for you, both inside and out. You know, honestly, this is so much bigger than Beachbody. And Beachbody is a huge company. Beachbody, there's over 100,000 coaches now. But Beachbody is your platform to be you and to do you and to speak truth and life and hope into other people's lives. So when I say that it's about building relationships, it's because we need that. We're created that way. We need those relationships. So as a Beachbody coach, that's what you do. You look out, you reach out, and you inspire other people with what you're doing. And like I said, it starts with you. Something else Beachbody coaches do that follows along the same path, they help potential challengers choose a workout program based on their fitness level and goals. And so I don't want you to think that this is a big intimidating thing, because it is a myth to feel like that you have to be either A, an expert in fitness and nutrition, or B, in perfect shape, because that is just not the truth. I was in, a pit when I started my business, and part of me getting out of that pit was helping other people. And so that is the beauty of all of this, is that you don't have to be perfect. Actually, if you can be transparent enough to take the mask off and be imperfect, that will speak volumes, because people identify with that and people want to be a part of that, and they want to hear about that, and they want to hear your story. So you basically just have to have a desire to want to be healthy, to want to make some healthy changes, and to want to inspire others along the way. The other parts of this will come. We have an awesome team that if you don't feel like you know all of the different programs, somebody on our team is an expert on that program and can help you. And then lastly, we run monthly fitness challenge groups. And many of you are probably familiar with what those are, but they're most of the time private groups on Facebook, and they help your challengers get the best possible results. So instead of them just going to your website and buying a program and you saying good luck, you welcome them into a group where you walk them through the program. These groups are safe, life-giving environments for group members to write their own story. You have a story. We all have a story. So you're providing that environment for other people to have that transformation, to motivate them, to encourage them, to empower them, to help them write their own story, just like you are in the process of writing yours. None of us have arrived, so I'm still in the process of writing my story, just like we all are. So, in a nutshell, that's what we do. So now you're probably wondering, well, how do I earn an income by doing this? Coaches earn money by sharing. They share what they do, just like you would share, a great movie that you went to, or a great restaurant, or, oh my gosh, I got a great deal at this store. There was an awesome sale. You have to hear about it. This is exactly it. You earn money by sharing, by being open with others and inviting them to challenge groups, period. It's not rocket science. It's not, not something that you have to come up with on your own. Follow the steps your coach teaches you. Be you. It's so important to be you, and reach out. Don't let that fear of failure, hold you back. You can earn back the purchase price of your challenge pack, and I'm going to talk more about challenge packs here in a minute, just by starting a challenge group and by getting 3 to 5 people to commit to that life change that you may be experiencing or may hope to experience. And then here is just some details. You make 25% commission on all sales. Challenge packs are slightly more. So for example, you earn $30 with a P90X order, and Shakeology another $30. If you were to sell a P90X challenge pack that includes both the program and the Shakeology bundled together, instead of making the $60 that you would have made with somebody purchasing them a la carte, you make $70. So the challenge pack is cheaper for the customer, and then for the coach, you get a little bit better commission. So it's a win-win for both parties. You save 25% on all Beachbody products. So if you're drinking Shakeology on a regular basis, it's honestly easier and cheaper for you to be a coach than it is for you to be a customer. Because you get 25% off. That's over $30 off. You can start earning immediately. So as soon as you get signed up, you are on your way. You can choose to build an income based on the products that you sell via your website. or you can build a team of coaches and leverage all aspects of the coaching opportunity. I was just telling my team today what a blessing it is to grow a team. To explain, but there's so many people, different people that come together with their different stories and their different talents. It blesses me every day to watch that. So, but it's your choice how you wanna build an income, but you can do that in a variety of ways, not just one. And you get paid weekly. Every Thursday is payday. Beachbody gives away leads and customers to qualified coaches. And so whoever asked you to be on this call, I want you to ask them about that. It's not hard to do that. It's something that you could realistically qualify to do in your first month as a coach. So, those people that call up Beachbody and just order something off of the website, well, they need a coach too. And so Beachbody is really, really good about handing those customers off to coaches so that those coaches can help them get the best possible results. And I honestly don't know any other company that does that. As far as training and support, that's something else I want you to discuss with the person who brought you to this call. I want you to, just ask them about the details of building a team, the details of building a business. You can get more information from them. In addition to all of the resources provided to you by Beachbody, but the Legacy Co-op has come together to provide you with the best training in all of Beachbody. And I know I might be biased there, but we've worked really hard to make things really organized and really streamlined, and to provide you with some things that will set you up for success and give you all of the tools that you need. So I just want you to know that, once you sign up to be a coach, you're not just a coach. You're a person on our team that we care about, and that we care about training up in the right way so that you can make the most of whatever dream, whatever seed is planted in your heart at this moment. And that's just a little picture of what your office looks like, your online office. But that training is available to you 24/7. So it doesn't really matter what your schedule is. It's always there. So let's talk about these challenges and these challenge packs. Challenge packs, like I said, they come with your fitness program. They come with Shakeology on Home Direct. They come with a free 30-day club membership, which is like a meal planner. It has a lot of different things that you can input according to your goals and activity level and so forth to help you come up with a good nutrition plan. Challenge packs come with free shipping, and they're already discounted. So they're discounted, like I said before. It's a great deal for the customer, and it's great for the coach as well. And these are all the challenge packs at the present moment. Beachbody continues to add new products and launch new products to their line, which makes it really great for coaches. Every time something new launches, there's a new excitement and there's new momentum. T25 has been nuts. It's been totally nuts, and it's been exciting because it's an awesome program. So, but you can see that the price points here range from $140 all the way up to $305 for the Ultimate Reset. And like I said, these come with a month of Shakeology and free shipping. So here we go. Packs for coaches. So if you're going to sign up as a coach, a really great way to do that is to do it with a challenge pack. So it's the same price. So all those prices that you just saw, the $140 to the $305, it's the same price for you as a customer or a coach. So whether you decide to just be a customer or a coach, it's the same. That means that it's basically free to sign up to be a coach when you buy a challenge pack. They give you the Game Plan Toolkit for free. And that's a $39.95 value, and I'll explain a little bit more about that in just a second. And then you have a 30-day money-back guarantee on products and the opportunity. And if you decide it's not for you, then that's okay. And so here's a good table that shows you exactly what happens when somebody buys a challenge pack. Let's just talk T25 for a second. So the T25 challenge pack, this month is $180. Next month it'll go up and be $205. So you can see that if they were to buy it a la carte or separately with the Shakeology, then it would be $240. And so they're saving $60 by buying it with the challenge pack, and you earn $60 as a coach. So the way you start earning an income is you start a challenge group. If you have a group of 5 T25 challengers, you've made $300. And then the next month, as they continue to be on Shakeology, that's 30 times those 5 challengers is 150, and you start a new challenge group full of 5 more challengers. And so that income starts to compound on each other. And so that's the way that you're able to start earning money and income immediately. So as you're looking to get started as a coach, if you haven't already, you'll want to decide which program you'd like to tackle first or maybe next. Maybe you're a Beachbody junkie and you already have a lot of the programs. Certainly you can always choose a new one. It's good to have something else in your library, but you would just order that challenge pack and get started as a coach for free. Or the other way to sign up is to pay $39.95 with your sign-up fee to become a coach. We really suggest that you order the Shakeology with that, and so that you can start, like I said, earning that credibility and being able to speak knowledgeably about the products as you suggest that to other people. It just creates some honesty on your part. It's hard to, suggest a good movie if you haven't seen it. So it's the same concept there, but there are 2 different ways to get started. Also, if you've bought a challenge pack already, it's possible that, it's still free for you to sign up to be a coach. So you'll want to talk again with the person that brought you to this call and then ask them what the best option for you would be to get started. And then in month 2, everything I talked about before was just that first month. So in month 2, you pay $15.95 a month. And this covers all of your online office tools, so everything in your back office that helps you grow your business. The hosting of 4 websites that Beachbody sets up, runs for you, they host it for you. It's totally a hands-off thing. Success Magazine on demand, along with a whole slew of other professional development resources, and then 24/7 access to coach relations. I know when I was working full-time, I wouldn't have been able to get my questions answered had that not been available. But I can literally call them at midnight if I want to, and there will be somebody to talk to me to help me answer my questions. So your $15.95 a month is well spent on all that they give you with that to help you run a successful business. And just so you know, coaches are independent business owners. And like I said before, this is bigger than Beachbody. When you become a light in somebody else's life, that's big. That's a huge deal. And so this is, like I said, your platform to be you and to be the hope that so many people are missing. So this isn't about spewing Beachbody all over people. This is about you being you and using that as a platform. For me, it's a ministry. And I take great joy in hearing other people's stories. And so even tonight, it's been weird for me to tell my story because that's not what I'm used to doing. I'm used to listening to other people's stories and helping them, dig out of their pits. So you have no boss. You have no set hours. You have no minimums. You have no stocking of products. There's no set salary, and there are no quotas unless you want there to be. So really, it's all up to you. This is your business, and you get to choose how you want to run it. You get to choose if you want to walk with it, if you want to run with it. It is totally up to you. Your coach will go with you at whatever pace you decide you want to take it. And so a few things for you to know before you sign up to become a coach. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a scheme at all. But this is something that will take time. So, I didn't just wake up the next day and get to quit my job. It happened with a lot of hard work, but just over time, consistency over time. So building a solid business takes time, effort, consistency, and truly caring about people. Anything worth doing, is going to require you to show up every day and be consistent. But it's really, like I said, not about you. It's about other people. It's about using your story and your transformation to pay it forward. And so people who care about others are the ones that truly do succeed in this business. And your success depends on how many people you help. And, those coaches that I put up a while ago, and Courtney and Mandy and Lindsay and Katie, those are all people that are gotten really good at helping other people, and they're changing a lot of lives, and that is why they have been successful. So I want to leave you with this, and it says, let your fear of missing out be greater than your fear of messing up. So instead of being fearful that something might go wrong, be fearful of what you might be missing. If there is a seed that's been planted in your heart, if there is something about this that speaks to you, I encourage you to thoughtfully consider it. If you're a praying person, pray about it. Somebody might be waiting on you to take your next step so that they can take theirs. If I had chosen to ignore this, maybe some of those people would have taken a step here or there, but so many things would have been missed. So you might be the person that needs to take your next step so that somebody else can take theirs. There is a bigger picture here, so I hope that you realize that, and I hope that that has come across in this call. I wanted to read one thing to you before I leave you from a book that I'm reading, and it says, not a day goes by that we don't have an opportunity to love, an opportunity to serve, an opportunity to give, or an opportunity to learn. And so this is an opportunity call. So I hope, if anything, that this has inspired you to go after your dreams, whatever those may be. And to use your life, your transformation, your experiences to evoke change in other people, because that's truly what makes the world go round. So glad that you guys were on tonight. I appreciate everybody for listening. It's been fun to get to just share with y'all tonight. And so I want to open it up right now. If you have any questions at all, we've got, let's see, it's, I went a little bit over. Sorry. If you have any questions, you can ask them now. I'm just kind of looking at the chat over here. So if there aren't questions, like I've been saying all along, go chat with the person that sent you to this call. Have a discussion with them and see where that takes you. So again, good night. Go get back with your families, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Okay, I'm making sure I end this call right. Yes, y'all, the call is recorded, so I'll be able to give you guys the link as soon as I shut this down and had a chance to process for a little bit. So Lauren and Kelly, is there something I need to do to make sure I end this correctly?